Hi guys, so last week I said that I was going to show you those tulips and I didn't show you those tulips. They're not all tulips, there's also Hyacinthias out there, but those were grown in that like yucky dirt that I didn't like at all. But we've got so much done this week, I'm going to give you a tour of the garden. My ground's very uneven. So this, yes, would be outside. We're going to start at, let's see, there we go. So last week we had the fence coming off here. We ripped all that up and it would have gone all the way down. We ripped it all up and put just the field type fence down here. So this section here will be more yard type area, and then down here, let's go down here. They are, so we weed matted here, and then I got one lonely blackberry bush. Now remember, we are not able to actually plant outside. I did plant some strawberry sets here, but we're more like prepping this area. So this is probably about, so all the way back across is about 30 feet, and then up to where I am is probably about 60 feet. So we have the blackberries, and then I put strawberries just along the front here all the way down, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do another row of strawberries. I think I want to say 50 strawberries down this way. I might have got more. I'm trying to decide if I want to put another row of strawberries or if I want to put something else along that fence. I can't decide. Or if I want to do something along this side of the fence and then that side do something as well. I'm not quite sure. What do you guys think? I got 2 weeks to try to figure it out. Alright, let's come down here. You need me? So this will be my main walking path to this garden. And today they filled in all the beds with semi-composted manure and over along the high tunnel there. So I'm going to stand at the back here for you guys. So this is where I was just standing over there. And then this side here, let me see if I can give her a look. This side here, I just ordered raspberries from Johnny Seed. I'm getting 25 raspberries. I don't know if all the raspberries will fit along this side or not. We'll see. If I have a couple extras, then I'll put them someplace else. So we'll do that. So what I want to do is, this would be like the end part of the rows. So my main row would be here. And then I want to run my rows this way. And that would be the back side of the row over there. And I want to run them along this way. So that's probably not very wide, maybe like 20, depends, because it's like kind of an oblong shape, and so down there is a lot skinnier than up here where we're at. So that's probably I don't know, maybe 30 feet like that. No, 25 feet. What do you think? If that's 30, then this section here to plant would be, I don't know, 6 and 6 from the sides, probably. Yeah. So we have good planting space anyway. So we will not be doing any more probably until this is good for now. We'll probably be situating, this is good like where I want to be at until it's time to plant, and then I'll rototill and add manure like each row, and then weed mat in between each one as I go. So that's probably it for this garden, but we have work to do over in the other gardens as well. But I'll show you the high tunnel first so you guys can see what we have done so far. So we actually got a lot done this week. The high tunnel is almost all planted. I have the strawberries didn't get done and the back right bed didn't get done, but I think pretty much everything else is done. Ready? I love this. This just makes my heart so happy. Isn't it so cute? They were having a tea party this morning. I brought juice and cookies out for them. So let's see. Let's go on this side first. So here is, those plants are growing big already. So those are the broccoli. And then we started to get some of the peas coming up along the edge, all the way down there. The kohlrabi is planted up here. Then we have cabbage. We still need to work on some of these. These are the ever-bearing strawberries. So we need to still work on some of these. But she has pulled, I'll show you that real quick. She's pulled all these and made these into starts. We're gonna sell some of those. And then they're gonna do the same with this bed. Those starts were pretty much from this bed down here. So this is all getting pulled and put into starts as well. So they've been working in between on that. So this is the bed I planted just the other day. It was, not all the carrots came up in here, so we just kind of sporadically planted some other things. I planted some collards back here. I planted 2 cabbages up front. I put more carrots in the carrot holes, and I put some of the kale. I spread it out a little bit more, and those will look better. And then zinnias in the corner. Those will look better once they get a good soaking in. So my beets are coming up really nice. I love seeing that color of the beets. And then here is some kale. And then we just pulled this section from here over to there because nothing was really coming up in there. So my daughter, she did that. And I'm going to plant something in there today. And then I just need to pull some of this. The peas, as you can see, the peas are all coming along the back. And then over here, let's see, I'm standing in a little bit of a puddle, so I'm better back up. Okay, so the sprinkler obviously is on. This right here is not planted yet. We decided that this is all going to be peppers. So from down here up to here is all going to be peppers there. We're going to do sweet peppers in this. And then did we just plant, what's in this? No, this one right here.
You are waiting for
cucumbers. Right. I was like, we didn't do that. So this right here, we're going to be planting cucumbers in there. We don't have that. I forgot about that. Okay, so then in the middle here, I'll move over a little bit. In the middle here, I have, these are beans, bush beans, and then this is 3 types of cabbage. So we have early Jersey Wakefield, and then we have a red cabbage right there, which is just a short section. And then after that, I have, I think it's called Savoy. And then this right here is another full bean. I think that's Provider, and the other one's Contender, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, and then these tomatoes, we have tons of different types of tomatoes all along here. We plant them really close together, probably a foot. But what we do is we will string tomahawks up here, and we will be pruning these heavily. So we had, how many, 32, so there's 32 tomatoes from here, 33 all the way down to the end there. Various kinds. We had Big Rainbow, Cherokee Purple, Chocolate Stripe, Golden Jubilee, 4th of July. I did a couple 4th of July right here in the front. Those ones come up really early. So it's like the first first one that you'll get in the season. Sorry, I just probably videoed the ceiling or whatever. So those are the first ones that would come up, which I really like just to have tomatoes really quick. So I put a couple 4th of Julys in there. Early Girl and 4th of Julys are like a hybrid, but they come up really early. So I tend to put a couple in just so I can have that freshness really early on, and then the other ones start to come throughout. I think our favorites are probably Brandywines and Cherokee Purples, although the Big Rainbow ones look really pretty, and Chocolate Stripes are nice as well. We just like that color variation. It's really cool. We didn't plant the sweet potatoes along that back side yet. We didn't plant any sweet potatoes in there. We have them in the house starting. We tried to figure out where the hose systems were going to go this year. I didn't plant this back bed. Some of those beds right here, right here and here are having a hard time. I think it's, again, from that soil situation. The beans, the yellow beans are in here. They should be coming up fairly soon. I'm trying to get a nice good soak in them. We only were spraying them before, so I think having the sprinkler on will be helpful. But look how big they are. These are getting, what are these? Those are the early girl broccolis. Whoops, almost got rained on. All right, so we got broccolis, but see, like I planted in here, but they're not coming up well at all. And then we have some, this is rubber cauliflower, and then Brussels sprouts along the back. Let me see if there's any coming up. I can't tell for Brussels sprouts. Oh, yep, there's a couple small ones there. There's the cauliflower. The leeks, tiny little leeks. And then over here along our trellis here, we have the peas starting to come up. The nasturtium. I have some cauliflower in there, and these are some radishes. So that's what we have all the way down there. I have beans, Chinese noodle beans in there planted. Okay, so most of it's planted. So we need cucumbers and peppers left planted in here. So I'll do a bed of yellow peppers. I want to do yellow peppers so I can make some pickled yellow peppers. And then I have, none of my sweet pepper seedlings came up. I'm going to try to like redo those today, or maybe just put seeds down there. I'm not quite sure what to do, because none of those starts came up, which is really frustrating. I have to see if I have different seeds or not. I wonder if the packet was bad or if it was light. Who knows what was going on. Let's see. So we're going to walk up. We didn't do anything over in that back bed, the back where it's going to be corn. We haven't done anything there. I'll show you just up front and what the plan is kind of for the week. So this is my bed here. Still looking like that. It seems not where you mix the manure in it seems a lot better. It's more crumbly and not as hard as the other ones were. So I think I should be okay to start some herbs and put them in there. But again, they won't be able to start not until the 15th. It's actually our last frost date. So I think you have probably seen everything else if you saw our video last week. So this week my goals are to clean out the area. I'll show you the area where the corn is going to go. And then I want to plant, I bought 200 onion sets because my onion starts didn't start off as well as I wanted them to do, but they were old. So that's understandable because seeds for onions don't go very well. Oh, I see. My daughter's over there weeding asparagus. So we're going to clean out, I think, these two beds, just the front part of those beds, and then these two beds over here, the front part, and I'll plant onions in those two, and then I'll be able to plant, I have a bunch of different types of trellising ones. As you can tell, we did not get this addressed yet. My daughter is over there and she is working on that asparagus bed. And I'll just walk over and show you where we're gonna put the corn. It was such a long week this week. We just tried to, like those weeks that you just have to persevere. I had some issues, like the place that you put the card into the computer was broken, and we lost power for 24 hours, so I had to can lots of stuff. And so it was just one of those crazy weeks where every time I planned something else seemed to go on, but it all worked out good. It all worked out just fine. So I think this week my goal is going to be to run. This is pretty much cleaned out. That's pretty much cleaned out there. So we'll put these back and then run some sort of fencing to go down there as a chute. And then this section we'll be able to get situated to plant something in the next couple weeks. But what we'll do is run that fence along there. Hello, Maple. And all right, so we're going to go over here. Wood pile's getting bigger, so they moved the wood from this side over here, and the other wood pile over there. So as you can see, this section here has been cleared out quite a bit if you've seen other videos. So this and this were this and the log splitter. So it has been cleaned out, but by the end of this week I want this section probably from, let's see, this pallet over and all the way back. I'm thinking, let me see. I'm thinking maybe to like here, and I'll to like here where the tire is maybe, and then this will be able to, I want to clean this all out. We'll rake it out, clean it out, and then I'll be able to put corn back here. That is my goal. My goal is to put corn back here, and I'll probably will plant some dry beans in with the corn back here and see how that goes. My other beds over the other side, I like to try to divide some of that into squash. I might put a row of squash over here because I don't want them cross-pollinating, and that can become an issue. So yeah, I like to try to separate everything all out in the small space that we have. This area here, which is the former pig pen, I will be dumping buckets of manure in clumps, like all throughout here. It's actually a bigger space, probably 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 30 by 30, 25 by 25, something like that. Space, and I'll take buckets, dump them out, and then I'll put the pumpkins right into the top of the buckets. And I will probably do, I'm thinking my winter luxury pumpkins here, and then I might do on the other side of the so picture corn all along here, and then right here I probably will do Jardale pumpkins so they can go that way. Yeah, I think that's my plan. I don't know, but I think it's my plan.